Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be covering some of the best tried and tested travel sickness remedies for your cruise. Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm the Disney Planner. I spend my days planning, researching and dreaming of all things Disney travel, and here's where I share my findings. I talk a lot to people about cruises, Disney cruises specifically, and nearly everybody I speak to says, oh, I'm afraid I'll feel sick. So will I feel sick on my cruise? The short answer is quite possibly yes. Unfortunately, I myself struggle really badly with travel sickness. I can't ride as a passenger in a car. I'm terrible at traveling. On a cruise, I have only ever felt ill maybe twice. And that was for a very short space of time, maybe an hour at a time. And then I've done certain remedies and been able to overcome it. Let me run through some of the tricks that I personally have used and have worked for me. The major one, probably most obviously, is the travel sickness tablets. I personally use Dramamine. You can get them on board in the shop on a Disney cruise, and also if you go down to deck 1 to the medical center. So definitely worth remembering, if you do start to feel ill, you can just run down to deck 1, grab a tablet, and 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to feel okay. The only thing with those is that they can make you feel a little bit drowsy, which is essentially how they work. They make you too tired to care. I don't know. I have found that when I take them, I do feel a little bit more drowsy and a little bit more tired than I ordinarily would. So you may want to consider some other remedies that I have also found that work for me. A big one being green apples. I don't know the science behind it, whether there even is any science behind it or whether it's just one of those old wives' tales. I have to say it did work. I was really surprised. Within a few minutes of eating a green apple, which you can get from Cabanas, they have them there on, I think, deck 11, I think Cabanas is off the top of my head, during their service times. So you can get a green apple. I'm sure if you rang room service, they'd probably be able to get you one as well. And room service is all included, obviously, on a Disney cruise. Green apples. I don't know the science. If you do, please drop it in the comments because I'm really intrigued as to why that works. But it did. So a green apple. The next one on the list is ginger. So ginger biscuits, ginger ale, that can help to ease nausea. That also is a morning sickness remedy, if anybody needs that, by the way. That just relieves any sort of nausea, I guess. Another one that I have read about is focusing on the horizon. Now, I actually find that makes me worse, which I guess just goes to show that a lot of these things are quite personal. So if you find one that works, great. If you try one and it doesn't work, if it does the opposite, don't do that. Focusing on the horizon for me makes me worse. Seeing the horizon bobbing up and down, I can't do it. It makes me feel awful, which is why when I go to Cabanas, if we end up with a table by the window, I have to either turn myself away from the window or I have to sit inside, like the inside seat, away from the window so that I block my peripheral vision of the horizon bobbing up and down, because it just makes me feel awful. As soon as I'm away from that, it stops again. But yeah, just seeing the horizon moving makes me feel terrible. The other one is an obvious one, fresh air. So if you've got a veranda room, go and sit out on your veranda and just chill out there. Or deck 4, there is the walking track. So you can go for a nice walk around the ship. You get to see some really interesting things along the way, the lifeboats and things like that. Or up to the pool decks. So you can go up to the pool decks, up to the top of the ship and get some fresh air up there too. I have to say, deck 4 walking track, being as it is lower down in the ship, is my preferred place for fresh air, because you don't get that rocking motion quite so much as you do if you're right at the top of the ship. If the boat is rocking, if you're right at the top of the ship, you are going to feel it more. So just head down to one of the lower decks if you can. Also, another one is the acupressure bands. They are just a little, it's like a sweatband with what looks like a little popper on it, and it just sits on the wrist and it alleviates your travel sickness. Again, that's another morning sickness remedy if anybody needs it. Avoiding alcohol. That is one that I have read about and I have heard people talking about it. I personally don't drink, so I cannot speak to this from personal experience. However, I've heard people say that if they feel that they are travel sick, they go and have a couple of pints or a glass of wine and they feel fine. Now, I don't know whether that is because they just stop caring that they feel rough, or that they then start to sway with the alcohol and perhaps that's a more familiar feeling. I'm not sure. But I mean, try it. I've heard people say that it has worked wonders for them, and that they've had a couple of pints and they feel absolutely fine again afterwards. But I think if you read up on it, it will tell you to avoid alcohol. Personal thing, I think. Again, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, don't do that. And the other one, probably the easiest one to do on a Disney cruise, is keep yourself distracted. So distractions, you're going to be so busy on a Disney cruise that being distracted away from any travel sickness and motion sickness that you're going to have, that's easy because there is so much to do. First day, you've got your sail away party, then you're going to have your craft things, your towel animal folding, you're going to have your trivia, Disney Cruise Line trivia. You're going to be swimming in the pool, you're going to be doing the aqueduct or the other slides, the kids clubs, the open houses there. Being distracted on a Disney cruise is probably the easiest one of those things to achieve. I'm going to hop off now. That's all I wanted to come on and share with you today. I now have to go and pick my daughter up from school. She's got ballet this afternoon. And so I will be recording more information soon. I just need to find the time to actually get some stuff on video. I have so much information to share with you all. So I hope that you found some genuinely good information in this video, and I hope it helps you on your next cruise if you start to feel sick. So give us a like, give us a subscribe. I've got plenty more to share, and I'll be back with you as soon as I can. Bye!